You're working hard, really hard, but you're still not getting the results you want. You wake up motivated, you grind all day, you collapse at night, and somehow you're still stuck in the same place. Here's why. Success doesn't come from working harder, it comes from building better systems. Right now, you're relying on motivation and willpower, but motivation fades. Willpower runs out, and when they're gone, you're back to square one. Today, I'm going to show you the 5 systems that changed everything for me. These aren't complicated, they're not sexy, they're not trendy, but they work. And once you build them, success stops being hard. It becomes inevitable. Stick with me for the next 10 minutes. This could be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Let's go. Hey, buddy, welcome back to Peak Rhythm. Let me tell you something nobody wants to hear. Hard work is not enough. I know it sucks, but it's true. You can grind 12 hours a day and still go nowhere. Because effort without direction is just exhaustion. I learned this the hard way. I used to wake up at 5 a.m., study for hours, work till midnight, and I was getting nowhere, stressed, burned out, frustrated. Then I realized something. Successful people aren't working harder than everyone else. They're working smarter. They've built systems that do the heavy lifting for them, so they don't need motivation every single day. They don't need to force themselves. Their systems carry them forward. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you today. 5 simple systems that will transform how you work, think, and win. These aren't theory. These are battle-tested strategies that actually work. Let's break them down. The energy management system. Why most people fail. Here's the biggest mistake students make. They manage their time, but they ignore their energy. They schedule 8 hours of study, but they're exhausted after 2, because they're trying to work when their brain is fried. And then they wonder why they can't focus. The truth about energy, your energy is not constant throughout the day. You have peaks and valleys. For most people, morning, high focus, deep thinking capability; afternoon, energy dip, good for lighter tasks; evening, creative thinking, reflection time. But here's what you do wrong. You use your peak energy hours on low-value tasks, checking emails, scrolling, pointless meetings. And when it's time to do deep work, you're mentally drained. How to build the system. Step 1, track your energy for 1 week. Every hour, rate your energy from 1 to 10. Find your patterns. When are you sharpest? When do you crash? Step 2, match tasks to energy levels. High energy equals deep work, your most important task, creative thinking. Medium energy equals meetings, emails, admin work. Low energy equals breaks, light reading, planning tomorrow. Step 3, protect your peak hours like your life depends on it. No phone, no distractions, no quick favors for people. Your peak hours are sacred. This is where your real progress happens. The result: when you align your tasks with your energy, everything changes. You get more done in 3 focused hours than most people do in 12 distracted ones. Not because you're special, because you're strategic. The decision-making system, the hidden energy drain. Here's something nobody talks about. Every decision you make drains your mental energy. What to wear, what to eat, what to work on first. By noon, you've made 100 small decisions, and your brain is exhausted. This is called decision fatigue, and it's killing your productivity. How successful people handle this. Steve Jobs wore the same thing every day. Obama had his suits pre-selected. Mark Zuckerberg automates his wardrobe. Why? Because they understand mental energy is limited. Don't waste it on decisions that don't matter. How to build the system. Step 1, eliminate daily decisions. Plan your week on Sunday. What you'll wear, pick 3-5 outfits, rotate them. What you'll eat, meal prep or same breakfast daily. When you'll work, time blocks set in advance. Step 2, create decision frameworks. For any request or opportunity, ask, does this align with my top 3 goals? Will I regret saying no in 6 months? Is this a hell yes or a no? If it's not a clear yes, it's a no. Step 3, batch similar decisions. Don't decide what to study every hour. Decide once at the start of the week. Block it, execute. The result: when you remove unnecessary decisions, you free up massive mental bandwidth. Your brain stops being overwhelmed, and you can focus that energy on decisions that actually move the needle. The input control system. Garbage in, garbage out. Your brain is constantly absorbing information. Social media, news, gossip, drama, negativity, and all of that becomes your mental diet. Here's the brutal truth: you become what you consume. If you consume garbage content, you'll have garbage thoughts. If you consume negativity, you'll feel negative. If you consume distraction, you'll be distracted. It's that simple. The quality of your inputs determines the quality of your outputs. Want better ideas? Consume better content. Want more motivation? Surround yourself with motivated people. Want clearer thinking? Stop polluting your mind with junk. How to build the system. Step 1, audit your inputs for 1 week. Track everything you consume. What you watch, what you read, who you follow, who you spend time with. Then ask, is this making me better or worse? Step 2, cut the junk ruthlessly. Unfollow accounts that don't add value. Stop watching pointless content. Avoid negative people who drain your energy. Your attention is your most valuable asset. Protect it. Step 3, curate high-quality inputs. Follow people who are 5 steps ahead of you. Read books that challenge your thinking. Listen to podcasts that teach you something valuable. Spend time with people who inspire you to level up. Step 4, set consumption rules. No social media before 10 a.m., no news. It's 99% noise, 1% signal. No scrolling in bed, 1 book per week minimum. The result: when you control your inputs, you control your mindset. You stop being a victim of the algorithm. You start designing your own mental environment. And your thoughts, ideas, and actions improve automatically. The progress tracking system. Why you feel stuck? Here's a question. Are you actually stuck? Or do you just not see your progress? Most people quit not because they're failing, but because they can't see that they're winning. They work hard for weeks, see no visible change, and give up. But progress is happening. They just don't have a system to track it. The power of data: you can't manage what you don't measure. If you're not tracking your progress, you're flying blind. You don't know what's working, what's not, or if you're even moving forward, and that kills motivation. How to build the system. Step 1, define your key metrics. What actually matters for your goals: for fitness, weight, body measurements, strength numbers; for studying, hours of deep work, topics mastered, test scores; for business, revenue, clients, content published. Pick 3-5 metrics, no more. Step 2, track daily. Every day, record your numbers. It takes 2 minutes, but it gives you clarity. You'll see patterns, trends, what's working. Step 3, review weekly. Every Sunday, look at your week. Ask, what went well, what didn't? What will I do differently next week? This isn't about perfection, it's about awareness and adjustment. Step 4, celebrate small wins. When you hit a milestone, acknowledge it. Most people only celebrate the big wins, but small wins compound into big results. The result: when you track your progress, 2 things happen. When you see that you're actually improving, motivation boosts. 2, you identify what to fix, strategic advantage. You stop guessing. You start knowing, and knowing is power. The recovery system. The mistake everyone makes: you think success is about going harder. More hours, more grind, more hustle. But here's what actually happens. You burn out, you get sick, you crash, and then you lose weeks of progress trying to recover. The truth about recovery: your body is not a machine. Your brain needs rest to perform. Sleep, breaks, downtime, reflection, these aren't luxuries, they're necessities. Elite athletes understand this. They train hard, but they also recover intentionally, because recovery is part of the work. How to build the system. Step 1, prioritize sleep like it's your job. 7-8 hours, non-negotiable. Your brain consolidates learning during sleep. If you skip it, you're literally deleting your progress. Step 2, take strategic breaks. Work in 90-minute blocks. Then rest for 15 minutes. Don't work through exhaustion. It's not productive, it's destructive. Step 3, schedule recovery days. 1 full day per week where you do nothing productive. No studying, no work, no grinding, just rest, play, recharge. Your brain needs space to process and reset. Step 4, build recovery rituals. Evening wind down, no screens 1 hour before bed, morning stillness, 5 minutes of silence, weekly reflection, journal, review, plan. These create mental clarity and emotional balance. The result: when you build recovery into your system, you become sustainable. You don't burn out every 3 months. You don't crash and lose momentum. You stay consistent, energized, sharp. And consistency beats intensity every single time. Why systems beat goals? Goals are about the destination. Systems are about the journey. Goals give you a target. Systems give you a process. And here's the thing: you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. If your systems are weak, your results will be weak. If your systems are strong, your results will be strong. The 5 systems recap. 1, energy management system. Work when you're sharpest. 2, decision-making system. Eliminate mental clutter. 3, input control system. Consume quality, not garbage. 4, progress tracking system. Measure what matters. 5, recovery system. Rest is part of the work. These 5 systems create a foundation for success. Not motivation, not luck, not talent, systems. The action plan. Don't try to build all 5 at once. You'll get overwhelmed and quit. Pick 1 system, build it for 30 days, then add the next one. In 6 months, you'll have all 5 locked in, and your life will be unrecognizable. Here's the truth: success isn't hard because you're not capable. It's hard because you're relying on the wrong things. Motivation, willpower, inspiration. Those are emotions, they come and go, but systems are forever. Build the right systems and success becomes automatic. You don't need to fight yourself every day, you don't need to force it. Your systems carry you forward, even on the days you don't feel like it. So stop grinding aimlessly. Stop hoping motivation will save you. Start building systems that make success inevitable. 1 system from this video. Implement it this week. Track it, refine it, make it yours, and watch how everything changes. If this video gave you a breakthrough, hit that like button. Subscribe for more systems, strategies, and real talk about winning in life. And share this with 1 person who's stuck in the grind and needs a better way forward. We're building a community of system builders here at Peak Rhythm. People who don't just work hard, they work smart, and I want you to be part of it. Thanks for watching, buddy. Now go build your systems. Let's reach the peak together. See you in the next one.